Ethiopian Australians have called for urgent action as a humanitarian crisis unfolds in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region. As many as 60,000 people have fled Tigray to Sudan since the war was first declared in early November. There are reportedly at least 80 Australians still stranded in the region.
Holding photographs of the dead on the steps of Sydney's town hall, the Australian Tigrayan community are in mourning.
All over the leaders around the world, they said we're concerned. That's not enough.
Stop killing innocent people!
Stop killing innocent people!
The Tigray People's Liberation Front says thousands have been killed in fighting with government forces. Figures cannot be verified, but communication blackouts have left many Tigrayan Australians worried about the fate of loved ones.
I have many cousins, uncles, relatives who I have not spoken to in over 79 days, and I'm really concerned about their well-being, about their livelihood.
The UN has described the situation in Tigray as dire, with over 2.3 million people in need of urgent aid. Humanitarian agencies on the ground say what they are seeing is horrifying and international action needs to be taken. According to limited reports from the region, hospitals, schools, homes and places of worship have been bombed.
There is a need for federal and regional authorities to lift the restrictions on humanitarian access. And I think the UN really needs to be pressing to have independent human rights monitors on the ground.
It's this lack of access concerning protesters in Adelaide. Many worried the events could be a repeat of past horrors.
My immediate family came to Australia to actually escape the previous war. And the previous war is very much like this war. Food is being used as a weapon.
A sentiment shared in Perth. And at two separate demonstrations in Melbourne. But for Tigrayans across the country, they stand united.
I want a decent Eritrean, Ethiopian and Tigray to survive. This war doesn't belong to them.
Fighting from abroad over a crisis in their homeland. Jennifer Shearer, SBS World News.
Looted and destroyed, including ancient churches and mosques that form a huge part of our global heritage. This just shows that this is not just a law and order enforcement, but it is a deliberate attempt by the Ethiopian and Eritrean military to wipe out Tigrayan culture and history. The list of atrocities and war crimes is endless. This is not just a war of bullets, bombs, and tanks. This is a war using food starvation and the obstruction of aid to kill people, and it will go on for months. The systematic denial of basic needs and services, including the obstruction of aid, is a grave violation of the fundamental human rights of the Tigrayan people. Our message here today is for the Australian, the British and the US government, as well as the European Union. Concerns, statements and tweets don't mean much when prompt action does not follow. We are calling on the international community to take action. It is already too